thinking, we went through pretty intense and hardcore videos together, but we were never actually properly introduced. I mean, I just took it for granted that I don't need to introduce myself because nobody cares. I just came across this random facts about me tag, 50 facts about me tag, and I just decided to do it because it's fun and because it's fun and because it's educational. So I will start. First thing is, my name is Yael. Yael. I did it with an accent, with like an ISIS accent, like terrorist accent. I am 31 years old, about to turn 32. I have some months ahead of me, so chillax. I live in Tel Aviv with my dog Ludwig, who you all probably know by now. He's the one making the sounds on the background. He is 8 years old. He is my little baby, 8 years old. I think he's a baby. He's my little baby. I don't care what you think. He's a baby. Single. We've been through that, so whatever. I was engaged to be married when I was 22. Like, what the fuck? And I didn't get married, thank God. So my profession is journalism. I'm a journalist. I'm the editor-in-chief of Signon, which is a lifestyle fashion supplement. And I also edit the J-Post Style, which is the Jerusalem Post's main lifestyle supplement. And I also have a weekly fashion column, which I write. In 2014, I launched my own magazine, which is called Gift, and it is dedicated to inspiration, happiness, and creativity. And it's my favorite magazine in the world. I was the editor-in-chief of Cosmopolitan Magazine Israel. I swear, I was probably one of the youngest editors of the, international sort of issue edition, and yeah. So being the editor-in-chief of Cosmopolitan was probably the best job I've ever had. It's a very cheesy magazine. Oh my god, I don't want anyone to hear that. It was pretty cheesy, but it was my favorite job because I really learned what I want to do in my life, which is to create bundles of joys for people, which is just what I'm doing in here every week. So in the future, I really want to write books. I want to publish magazines, continue publishing my magazine. I want to create a method that would help deal with emotional eating, and I want to have a fashion line. I have a lot of things I want to do. Yeah, I feel like I accomplished like 5% of what I want to do in my life, which is, oh my god, pretty sad because I'm almost 65. I'm not sure I want to have kids. I don't know. I don't know. I don't adore kids. I mean, there are some kids I like, but look, it's really rare that I like kids. I don't know. I just feel like people around me are having kids, but I just feel like it's so far away from me. I don't know. I'm a fucking baby. How can I raise a kid? I can barely take care of myself. I just learned to cook and, take care of myself. And I don't know. I don't know if I want to have kids. I don't know. I mean, I always think that, like, when I think about like the 10 things that are like on my bucket list, on my to-do list, then there are like a lot of things there, and kids are not in that list. So I don't know. Are you supposed to have kids just so you won't regret having kids? I don't know. Can I just not think about it yet? I'm just not gonna think about it yet. I don't care. I don't know. My dream pet is a cockatoo parrot. I love parrots, I love birds. I want to raise them in a little cage. I'm horrible. I don't care. I want parrots, I want birds. I want to sit on the computer and I have a bird on my like, fuck, how did, on my shoulder. What the fuck, I forgot the word of this. I want to have a bird on my shoulder like I'm a pirate. I want to sit with this bird and I want it to poop on my shoulder. I don't care, and I want it to be a cockatoo, and I want it to be the big fat white one with like the yellow thingy on his head. And yes, look, I just put a picture of it somewhere here, coming out of a tree vagina. I don't know what that is. My favorite movies are Amélie and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I love this movie. I haven't watched it for years, but because it's a bit depressing, but I love it. My idols and role models include Pippi Longstockings, Miss Piggy, Maradona, who I adore. He's such I love his ego. He's just gorgeous. And Henry Rollins, who is an amazing sort of inspiration with regards to work ethic. He's a psychopath with regards to work ethic, and I try to take this from him and leave the rest behind because he's like 89 and so alone and sad. My favorite comedians are Mindy Kaling, who I just discovered. I didn't like her at first, but now I'm like obsessed with her. You see, I even have her like hand gestures. She always does that. I love it. And Jennifer Saunders, because I love FFab. I am such a fucking gay man. My favorite makeup brand is Bourjois. My favorite beauty brand is Dr. Rauschka, which I adore. I have traveled to New York. I was actually in New York the day the twin buildings collapsed. So I don't know. I don't think there's a connection between the two. I'm just saying I was there. I've been to New York, London. I've been to Berlin, Milan, Orlando, and Paris, and that's it. My dream destinations are Morocco, Japan, Scandinavia, and Scotland. I really want to visit Scotland. It's like an ultimate little dream. My all-time favorite city is London. I really wish I will have the chance to live there for at least a year, 2 years, my entire life. I want to move to London basically. I never got drunk, like never. I don't drink and I never felt how it's like to be drunk, and I don't miss it. I don't really care about it, nor do I care about drugs. It's just not my addiction of choice. I mean, I have others, don't worry. I have 7 tattoos and I regret most of them, but what the hell? I mean, people always say, what are you gonna do when you'll be old, like when you'll be 80? Who gives a fuck what's gonna happen with me when I'll be 80? Would I care about my tattoos? Who the fuck cares when he's 80 about his skin? So I don't care, I regret them, and it's not like I'm eating my head about it. I don't care, they're there, they're nice, they're whatever. When I was a little girl, I wanted to be a veterinarian. I mean, I wanted to be a vet. I wanted to work with animals, and that did not happen. I have a BA in English, literature, and in theater. What a fucking waste of daddy's money. Certified high school teacher. I will repeat that. I am a certified high school teacher. I can educate people, like young minds. That is very wrong. I never worked even a day as a high school teacher. However, I did teach origami for a couple of the origami, the Japanese, Chinese sort of folding art to elementary school kids. It was horrible. I'm not teacher material. I'm let's burn down the school type of person. I mean, never mind, it's a whole other video. I love to be at home. I'm not a party girl, I'm a home girl. I like to be home. I like to watch television and eat and veg in front of the television and cuddle and just not be outside where people are. Scary people. I think that leggings are legitimate pants, and I think that people who don't think that are chauvinists, because leggings are feminists. I get sick just thinking about dim sum. I hate dim sum. I can't eat dim sum. No, we're gonna stop that now. I hate dim sum. I can't even talk about dim sum. My favorite food is Indian food. I'm a paper lover. I love paper. I love magazine. Print is definitely not dead around here. My parents are still married, and it's not obvious these days. I love dogs and cats. I don't understand the whole dog person, cat person. I love them both. What the fuck? I love dogs and cats. What's wrong with you? Why should you love one and not the other? It's like mom and dad. I was 17, I was thin. I mean, I wasn't like super skinny, but I was thin and it was awesome. I mean, it was awesome. So sure, I was like eating like 3 apples a day and I exercised for like 1.5 hours each day, and I was sort of yellow and malnutritioned, and my hair was sort of like dropping and falling, but I was thin and it was really awesome. I'm sorry, it was. I have a massive cockroach phobia. I mean, if I'll go to one of these reality show and like the last mission before I get the million will be touch a cockroach, sit in a box with cockroaches, I mean, that million is a goner, because I would physically won't be able to do it. I will have a heart attack. I mean, it's beyond, what's beyond phobia? I don't know. I will have a heart attack. I used to be a collector. I mean, I collected like little angel and fairies figurines, and I collected candles, and at one point I collected like vintage children's books, which is, oh my god, it was pretty. But I no longer do it. I mean, it's just hoarding. I think that collecting is just a fancy way to hoard. And I don't do hoarding around here. I like to throw things away. I really like short, skinny, and feminine guys, which is very bad because most of the time I just find myself falling in love with gay men, which is very depressing, but I like small men. I don't know why. I am really afraid of dental floss. Like, I don't know why, but I can't even think about it. I'm afraid that it will cut open my gums. It's so thin, it's like a knife. I don't know how people do that. I'm really, really afraid of dental floss. No. I love horror films. I mean, the sleazier, the better. I like them old, new, gross, psychological, just sleazy. I don't care. I love horror films. Awesome. Old ladies adore me. I mean, like 25 years old women with like purple hair. That's my target audience. They love me. And gay men, of course. I mean, gay men and old crazy women. That's my people, obviously. I don't do nature. I don't do trekking. I don't do like camping. I don't do outdoors. I do indoors and hotels. I lived in Jerusalem City for like 4 years, and I loved it. I really love Jerusalem. I think it's like the Israeli London or something. Ugh, sad. I don't have a driver's license. Wow. My eyebrows used to be like my favorite thing about myself, but I don't know, as I grow older, they become really thin and it's not looking good. I mean, the whole Cara Delevingne thing is not working around here, and it's pretty depressing. I mean, the thing we shouldn't have done that to our eyebrows like in the 90s, where we just, pluck them all the time. Now they look thin and not cool. My dream plastic surgery is breast reduction. I really want to do it eventually after I will lose weight, and so one thing you should not do if you're considering plastic surgery is go on YouTube and watch videos where you see that surgery, because I went and looked for like breast reduction and it's like awful. It's like cutting a dress pattern. They're just disintegrating your body, and just don't do it to yourself. I'm really scared now. Do love watching on YouTube is like home birth sort of videos. I don't know, I just find it so repulsive and just amazing. It's so gross. I can't stop watching that. It's no. And the last one, my all-time favorite television show is Oz. Yes, I love Oz. I love Schillinger. It's Schillinger, right? Schillinger. I love Schillinger. I love them all. Tobias Beecher, Sister Pete. Oh, I love them. O'Reilly. Oz forever.